viewers, and fantastic to be here for Between the Posts. My name is Tony Neal, and joining me is James Gardner. Welcome, James.
Good afternoon, Tony. Great to be here.
Mate, the CBH Colts group, they have two divisions, Division 1 and Division 2. We've seen the football today. I was a bit excited this morning coming out. It was a little bit overcast, a little bit wet. We had a bit of rain. Now the sun's been out the rest of the day. I thought we were going to see some good football. It is outstanding. The future that's ahead of us, some of the marks, goals and the highlights that we've seen. How have you seen the day?
I've loved it, every single moment of it, because every player out there is giving it their best. Their skills are exceptional. I've been really, really impressed and almost surprised at how good they are, and the structures and the way that they're linking up and playing, and some of the ball movement that we've seen is exceptional. As you said, the future is bright. We are bigger than ever. This is possibly the best CBH group Colts Carnival I've ever seen.
Okay, let's just go through what the first four games were first of all.
Yeah, so Peel and Great Southern Storm, they kicked off the day, and it was a very good win to Peel. They were very impressive. I was a bit disappointed in the Great Southern. I thought they would be a bit better, but Peel, the reigning premiers, a bit more class about them. Great Northern, they got over the regional districts in a very good performance. They are looming as one of the teams to beat the Great Northern. A really balanced lineup, a lot of good inside players, but also on the outside. And then Great Southern, they got the win over Pilbara. If they had have kicked straight, they would have won by a lot more. A good response by them. And then Great Northern got over Avon in a very, very good performance indeed by the GNFL boys.
All right, and in the remaining four games, of course, the results are coming up and the ladders in a moment. But Peel took on Southwest. Regional districts took on Kimberley Spirit, so that was exciting. Southwest versus Pilbara, and Avon played Kimberley Spirit. So that's a quick wrap-up, first of all, of day one. Well, absolutely sensational, James. We've seen all the scores, and of course with the scores comes
the ladders of both divisions here in the CBH Group Colts Carnival.
Okay, the best part of the day is seeing the goals, marks and highlights, and I'll tell you what, we've got a huge package here for you. Have a look at this. This is the future, the talent that's out there, and fantastic to see these young guys getting around.
To a 17-point margin. So Tom Nichols on the approach, looks good off the boot, umpire shuffles, but it's through. Avon have their first of the day, courtesy of Tom Nichols. They move to 1-2-8. They trail the kicks on its way, wrong side for a right footer. It's across the face, mark over the back taken by Jack Corby, who saw it coming over.
Ball comes now onto the half forward. Oh, up high. That is a nice, very
good hands forward there in the GNFL. Inside 50, shot on goal.
Drayden Wingo.
And that is through the middle, and that's Drayden Wingo. He kicks his second for the GNFL. Turnover footy will hurt you. And they've got
30-odd metres out from goal. Lines up for his first. To really put the nail in the coffin of the regional districts. Kick looks good off the boot. It's there. It's another goal to the Great Northern. They skip clear. 30-odd metres out from goal. Lines up for his first. Put the nail in the coffin of the regional districts. Kick looks good off the boot. It's there. It's another goal to the Great Northern. They skip clear.
all able to pick it up. Good chip kick inside 50 there, and great mark out of the lead with the leg in him.
I reckon he'd be pushing it, but I think he does with this little bit of breeze behind him.
So Azevedo will kick right from 50. Distance looks good. And James Gardner, you called that one absolutely perfectly. He's kicked at 51, and the GNFL have put their sixth on the board. Extending the
mark. Good mark by Simmons. Wheels around straight away. Looks for Azevedo out of the lead. A perfect kick. Perfect mark.
Bursting through there. Good play by Guy Thurston, and that's a towering mark.
Good mark by... Ended it out to Gelby. Puts it inside 50 to the top of the goal square. Horseman over the back, off the deck. And it's through for another goal to the Great Northern. It's their third, his first. They've spread the goal kickers around. That's 3 goals now for the Great Northern. We'll go to 50. Those 3 behind the easily 3 goals. The more thing to be though. The Sniper comes in, very casual approach, but it's straight through the middle. Great Southern have their first. They make a little bit of headway on the scoreboard. 1-3-9, they trailed Peel, 6-3 Henry Waters. He quickly kept his feet, hacked it around, and a good mark taken, going back with the flight. Great Southern forward.
Good league speed by this player. Not the greatest kick. Let's see what they can do. Jolly's going to be the player there for the Storm. He goes to go right, slips over through the legs. This could be a goal of the day contender.
Oh, wow.
And falls at the last moment, and Fitzgerald playing the goal.
That having line up, the tap forward, very well done. Roved beautifully on that occasion by Battle. Bouncing ball on the goal line. It's there. Yes, it is. Well roved. And a
That part of the world.
Yeah, we've had some, I suppose, some real challenges in the last couple of years. As we see young Hilly put that one through. Great start for the Kimberley boys. Yeah, we've had some real challenges, obviously, with COVID and more recently.
And never in doubt, straight over the goal umpire's head. I think that was Tyreek Buck. Footy and Kimberley looking to put their second on the board, and let's see if they can get the second half started up nicely. Does indeed, and they get around him nice and quickly. About 20 seconds into this second half, Kimberley Spirit 2 goals.
Transition through there, James, from the back line to forward line. Searle wanders in. Very deliberate with the kick. They like it. Searle kicks the first goal of the championships. Well done, young man. And he'll just on the board now. Once
the skipper wheels around onto the left, out in the path of Gray, who takes another mark. And he'll out along the boundary with Kill, puts it to full forward. Spoiling front for the Great Southern defence. They've done well. They've been under the pump early, but it's handed straight back to Gray, who's on the goal line. He puts it through for his first, Peel's second, and they go to 2.
It has been hard to actually hold marks that you think guys would normally would. Ball flicks out the front there, and a good goal there by the regional districts. Unfortunately, the Kimberley boys didn't quite fall back on it.
Left half forward, out the back. Ray Anthony's takes the mark, leading out. Puts it inside 50 to the left forward pocket. Good grab there from Leahy out the back. Steadies and he goals. His first. Regional districts get the first of the second half. And an important one indeed to...
Can't quite see his jumper number from here. I think it could be Lockie Princey. Goes to left foot. And that is an absolute belter of a kick. Southwest get their second for a free kick right on the boundary line.
he takes off. The trouble is here, once you get past, how are you going to spend it if you get past? Doesn't matter. Picked up so easy by Lachlan Quincy. So the trouble there was for the Pilbara team rolling with.
So Southwest go inside 50 again. Well done by the player.
Yes.
Oh, but Sharks it well picked up, and that is an absolute contender for the Macintosh & Son goal of the game.
As well, ball comes in, doesn't need to, around the corner, and that is big fella Fraser Gilchrist there, number 23, just out of the ruck, a bit like Hawkins that one, bit of volleyball there, big Barney George gets tackled, and he's been caught, oh it's play on, little handball over the top, and one of the easiest goals you'll ever get, son, that was Angus McDonald with his first as well. So we have a goal.
Plenty of superstars on display so far, and we'll have a look at some of our award winners with thanks to the Archies and the Nutrien Ag jumper winners, as well as the Optima Igniters through the engine room.
Yeah, I could watch that over and over, James. Just absolutely sensational. We talk about the stars of the future. young players learning their way. The awards are great because we've got 3 or 4 awards each game, so fantastic. We'll take a short break and we'll come back with a little bit of a look at what's coming up in the next day or so. Exciting times, folks. We are joined with a couple of the selectors for the All-Stars from the Colts, and have a look at them there, just not footballed out. They're enjoying the day, and to my left is Jaden Hewer. Welcome, Jaden.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
And Baker Denneman.
Perfect. Thanks for having us on board.
Right, I'm going to put you under the grill. First of all, Jaden, how is the team selected?
We're just trying to find the best talent possible, so hopefully we can get a mixture of all the teams that are here over the next 2 days, and we can pick the best 22 that are available.
And what do you base the selections on?
We're really looking at individual talent where guys are going to be able to showcase their best talent. So, if we can pick 22 that are of the highest talent, that's going to be our look.
And they get an all-star Guernsey, and what does it mean for recognition when they go back to their local areas and their mates and all that see it? It's fantastic, isn't it? Just to share the enthusiasm, and the mates help to get them there.
Yeah, absolutely, and especially their coaches as well. For us at the Football Commission, we're part of the coaching group there, so for their local coaches to get that recognition of having players that are involved and to get that recognition of an all-star Guernsey, I think is really important.
Fantastic. And you've got a couple of questions over there for Baker?
Yep, so Baker, as part of the coaching coordinators for the WA Footy Commission, how have you seen the coaching so far, and what are your thoughts on how the performance has been from a coaching point of view?
Yeah, the performances from the coach has been really good. It's been good to see allow their kids to play in positions where they want to play and I guess express their best football, but there's still some structure and some method to the way that they want to play, which is always good.
And coaching overall in WA, we have some very, very good coaches through our system. I'm sure you guys are working hard behind the scenes to make sure that, we do have good coaches going into the future, so these guys can carry on up and progress through the levels.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing at the Footy Commission, is just making sure we've always got a pathway and making sure that the coaches have as much of an opportunity as the players do.
And the standard of football that we've seen so far, it's been an exceptional standard so far. I've been amazed at the skills. I'm sure you guys are really pleased with that.
Yeah, we're really pleased. I think they've played in all types of conditions today and the skill level's been quite high. So hopefully the afternoon games are the same and continue on tomorrow as well.
Tony, a few more questions from you.
Yes, I'll come back over here to Jaden and just that question there. But how have we seen the game so far? Because last year we had one big division, if you like. This year we've got 2 pools. What's the reasoning behind that? And we've been, haven't we, just astounded by the standard of football that's been there.
Yeah, I think the 2 pools has been really good, that we've been able to get a bit more even competition throughout the pool stages, which makes the games competitive and gets to just showcase that talent side of things in a more of a competitive environment. And hopefully some of those sides that are in the 2 separate pools, when they come together at the finals time, it's going to show that we've got the best talent available at the back end of tomorrow's play.
We talked about the coaches, and we've caught up with a couple of coaches, a couple last night and a couple today, and we talk about game plan and is it defensive? No, there's not much defensive. How have you found it's just a lot of attacking football, isn't it?
Yeah, there's been a lot of attacking football, not a great deal of defending, but that's what everyone kind of wants to see, is so we can showcase that ability and showcase their skills. So the more attacking football, the better at the moment. So, yeah, we're really enjoying it.
Sensational. We'll come back over.
Just a couple of final ones. You've seen a fair bit of the football so far. Who's really impressed you in terms of team-wise, and who are some of the standouts that you're really looking forward to seeing the rest of today and tomorrow?
Geez, we don't want to pinpoint anyone straight up. I'm pretty excited to watch this next game and see how the boys go. But I think as we progress later on, see how they sort of pull up tomorrow. 2 games, 2 days in a row can be quite difficult. And then once finals comes around, it's sort of anyone's game.
Well, Baker, Jake, thank you very much for your time. And in recognition of the time and your presence today, we'd like to present to both of you a pair of the magnificent Archie thongs. Two of the most comfortable shoes you will ever wear. Great supporters, great arch support. So make sure you get around them, and you can wear them around the offices. I reckon you'll be the envy of the Footy Commission office. So thanks for your time today.
No, thanks. Really appreciate you having us on.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
When you think of the future of your business, what is it that you hope for?
I'm just going to start the irrigator.
Ways to grow? Ways to be more self-reliant? And always be one step ahead. Are you looking for a partner with solutions to complex business problems? Well, no matter your goal, with Nutrient Ag Solutions, we'll help you go further.
Since day one, Macintosh & Son has been growing our services and support for our customers while investing in the future of our people. We know you need the right equipment and we will be there when it matters most. Macintosh & Son. Grow with us.
Folks, we're joined here with Lachlan Prince from the Southwest. Best on ground winner, absolutely belted them, I've been told by the producer. So first of all, welcome.
Yeah, cheers for having me on here, mate. And yeah, it's been a pretty good start for us boys. I think we came out with high hopes because we've been training for about 6 weeks now. So yeah, we knew Peel was going to be a really big challenge up. They've been reigning premiers last 2 years. So yeah, I think really happy with the boys after that performance. So yeah.
And what is your home club, please?
South Bunbury. So yeah, we play. So we all represent the Southwest Footy League. So that goes all the way down to Margaret River. So that's probably as far as it goes down, and then up to about Collies, probably as far north as we go. But yeah, at the moment, we're sitting pretty well this year, having a really good year. So.
And just on a personal note, what do you do in Bunbury? Are you studying? Are you working? And what do you do socially? Because it's a beautiful area there.
So I'm studying at the moment, Year 12 at Catholic College there. There's pretty good things in Bunbury, like go for a surf or a boogie board down at the local beach, or you can go to cinemas now. And it's just pretty nice location, pretty close to everything, kind of in the middle, so you can travel down south, go for a camping trip, or you can come up north to the Big Smoke and have a good time.
Head down to Margaret River for a couple of wines in a few years. Also, you play in the midfield. How did you find a step up into representative football and the pace of the game against some of the teams that you don't know who these players are?
Yeah, it can be a bit of a challenge because, you don't really get to have a good look at what the other teams are like, but you do know that they're all going to be around about the same as yourself or probably better. So, you've got to be really, flexible with that and be able to adjust to the game as quick as possible. But I think once you get out there, maybe a few minutes in, you start to really get a good gist of how everything's going and how, well the game can flow. Like you go one end to the other really quick, so you just got to be prepared. You just got to be really prepared.
Yeah. Mate, we're very grateful for you to come up and players like yourself because I'm fascinated with this. You're playing at South Bunbury, but tell us the level you're playing at. So here's a young guy on a great trajectory. Tell us what level you play at and where the team's positioned, please.
Yeah, so I play in the league squad, so that's just, the ones from down there. We just call it the league.
Yep.
And yeah, we're sitting pretty comfortable around second or third, I think. Just percentage-wise, it's going to be pretty close to finish the season. But at the moment, we're looking pretty strong. We're really happy with where we are, and we're just moving forward really well. So yeah.
And Lachlan, tell us the trip here, not too far away. How did you come here? Was it in cars? Did you ride a bike? Did you surf down? Maybe a bus? Train? Come on, what have you got for us?
Yeah, we all jumped on the bus. So the boys from far down south, so the Dunsborough and Bustleton boys, they jumped on the bus at the Busso Oval.
Yep.
And then they came through to Bunbury, and then all us Bunbury lads all hopped on the bus there. And yeah, we headed up here about 9:30, I think, this morning. Yeah, all on the same bus. So yeah, it was good.
And a cracking start to the carnival, one might say. And you've got tomorrow to get. What about the trip home? You stay overnight, obviously, and then head home. Don't look forward too far ahead to the trip home, but I reckon that's where a lot of bonding happens.
Oh, I think so, mate. Yeah, it's really good to all come up on the same bus. I think if we went in separate cars, it just wouldn't be the same. Like, we all get a good feel of each other, get to have a good time, and yeah, after a long carnival, I think it'll be really great to just go back, win, lose or draw. I think it'll be really good to have a good time. Yeah.
All right, Lachlan, we're going to present you with the beanie and the commemorative jumper. You are an absolute star, mate. We're going to keep an eye on you across the carnival, and I think a few people out there might be just watching you as well. But tell us, there's a couple of people that you'd like to give a shout out to, and I feel very honoured to hear this.
Yeah. So I'd like to firstly give a shout out to the all the coaches, because it's a really, really big effort and a big commitment to come up here for a couple days, give up all that time, and then look after us and prepare everything for us and make everything run smoothly. So huge shout out to them. And also one more shout out to all my parents that came up, and my granddad and stuff who came up to watch me today. It was really special, means a lot to me. And thanks, Sam.
I almost tear up. I did this last year. I get emotional because it's fantastic. You are a credit to your family, you're a credit to your local area and your region, your local club, and also the Southwest that you represent today. As we said, enjoy the jumper and the beanie, mate. Very humbling young lad, but you're a star, mate. You're on a trajectory and very well spoken. Thanks for joining us so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me, mate. Thanks so much.
Here at Lang Group Stadium with star Peel Cavaliers midfielder Zachary Gavin. Zachary, firstly, thanks for joining us, and talk us through this magnificent Indigenous jumper that you're wearing and the story behind it.
Yeah, so last year coming off champs at this carnival, Jeff Hiller, he made a promise after winning the premiership that they'll introduce Indigenous jerseys. So he's obviously made through it. We've got the circle here, the big one in the middle, representing the Peel Oval, and we've got all 7 clubs around it. We've got the estuary side here, the ocean side, and these bits represent the officials that run pretty much the whole competition. Got all 7 teams. The dots represent the journeys that the teams have to travel to verse each other. So yeah, it's pretty much.
So is the whole part of the jumper more about that connectedness and the togetherness that you're trying to promote through the Peel competition? And it is a magnificent piece of art. I'm sure that you guys are very proud to wear it.
Yeah, as a Noongar boy myself, I'm honoured to wear it, honoured to put this jumper on for the second carnival. Yeah, it's just about bringing all those communities together, being one big part of a team.
And your own personal form, you're a midfielder. You won the premiership last season. You've started today 1-1. Probably not the start you would have liked. Ran into a tough Southwest team. How do you see projecting towards tomorrow?
Oh, well, yeah, obviously the first game was magnificent. We played some good footy. Second game, Southwest just ran over top of us, and more physical and whatnot. But we will learn from that, and we will take that into account tomorrow and hopefully bounce back from it.
And who do you play for locally in the Peel competition?
I play for South Mandurah.
Right, and how are you guys going this season?
Yeah, we're sitting comfortable third, so still a chance, and just loving the local footy.
That's great, mate. Good luck tomorrow. Well done. You're very well spoken, and it's great that you guys are incorporating this Indigenous Guernsey to really bring that togetherness and appreciate the work that Indigenous boys and girls have done for footy in WA. So well done, mate.
Yeah, cheers. Honoured to wear the jersey,
And as a token of our appreciation, we've got you a pair of these magnificent Archie thongs that you'll be able to kick back and wear. You can even sleep in them. That's how comfortable they are. So enjoy them, and good luck tomorrow.
Cheers. Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks everyone for viewing so far. Whole pile of highlights and interviews throughout the day. But of course, tomorrow we've got another whole day of football. Cannot wait. First of all, we've got the men's. What's happening there?
Yep, so the Division 1, 2 and 3 all kick off in various locations tomorrow. You can catch all those games on Filming Footy. Make sure you get onto the link. And then in the Colts, out at Pinjarra at Sir Ross McCartney Oval, it's the big day. We start off with Peel and Pilbara at 9 a.m, Regional Districts and Avon at 10, Great Southern and the Southwest at 11. And then the final game of the round robin is the Great Northern and Kimberley Spirit.
And James, of course, once this has happened, we end up, folks, with the ladder of both divisions. 7 versus 8 playoff, 5th versus 6 plays off, 3rd versus 4th playoff, and then, of course, at 4 o'clock, the big grand final. So we start streaming at 9 o'clock and we go through to the start of the game at 4 o'clock and continue through the big grand final. Fantastic day of football. We're getting across it. We've got some sponsors to thank, first of all, James. Who have we got?
Nutrien Ag, thank you very much to them. CBH, of course, the naming rights sponsors. Rio Tinto, Belt Up, WA Country Football Commission, and plenty of others. Dartfish, Sportal, thank you very much for their support. Macintosh and Son, and also Bruce Rock Engineering.
And what about the place where we are, James? What's this called?
Lane Group Stadium here in Mandurah. We thank them for hosting us and hosting these championships over both the seniors and the Colts, and plenty more football coming up later on.
So thank you once again to all the viewers out there. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Remember, you can get on to the QR code that's on your screen now. We live stream every game across the seniors and the Colts. And we also have the Between the Post football show. They might not tune into that one, James. You never know. But we do thank you all very much right across regional and metropolitan Western Australia, and the world. And thanks for tuning in.